how to create quick and easy momentum for selling your coaching, courses, and memberships online. Hey everyone, my name is Marty White, and today I'm talking to, as always, fitness coaches, personal trainers, especially the you type of personal trainers that are like me and like to be in-home personal trainers and very introverted, and nutrition counselors. I want to show you guys how to build momentum crazy quick today for selling your stuff. And I think about back during this last Funnel Hacking Live, one of the stage presenters, Garrett White, somebody I've been following for a long time now, and he got these two books right here, Expert Secrets and .com Secrets. And part of his morning routine, his morning game, his core four from Wake Up Warrior, it was awesome. It's great to build momentum in your life and business, get to your true purpose. But part of it is, discovering something every day and then declaring something. So coming out and telling somebody about it. So that's more or less what I've been doing here. But I remember him taking these two books on the stage and he was clacking them together real hard, making a big deal about it. He's like, basics or fundamentals. He was saying basics or fundamentals. And so today, whenever I was tightening up my who, thinking about, a lot of people just look at demographics and are like, male, 40 years old, couch potato, like drinks beer, watches UFC. It's like, that's one type of person in itself, but understanding like the who that person is. And I had this moment where I had this distinguishing feature about my ideal customer, and that's somebody who has no trouble revisiting the fundamentals, because even, the pros still revisit the fundamentals. And my thing was, if the thought pattern of a particular person was, I'm too good for the fundamentals, I don't want to work with you. And that was awesome. And that, it might offend some people. And if it does, I would invite you to ask yourself, why does that upset you, instead of taking it out on the messenger? I know this only because, it's upset me before, because that's not always what you want to hear. It's not always the sexy thing. And so one of those concepts today, I was reading in Expert Secrets, and, you read over something once, you get something, and then you read over again, you might get something else. Like you have to be at the right space and time to get the right message. And even though you read it, even though you hear it, it doesn't mean you're getting the message. So as I recall Garrett J. White on stage clacking these books together, is like every day, revisit the fundamentals is what I heard, is the voice, the listening that came through me during that. Is like every day, read a little bit until you get something, because then you just go with it. You try and take that one thing that you learn and apply it across the board, across your life, across your health, wealth, and relationships. And you do something special if you actually record that as well. But one of the themes in here that stuck out to me was, get quick results fast by working for free. And he tells a story about this kid that goes into a mall store and works for free without being asked. And he had gone through the whole process of filling out 30 or 60 applications and wasting time, and he just eventually walked into the store and just did it for free. And after a couple of days of doing that, the store manager was like, "Hey, you want a job?" He was like, "Yeah." So I looked at that, and, conventional wisdom says to sell it before you create it. And that is true. But sometimes, the thing that I often forget is you even have to sell the stuff that is for free, and it's not not doing anything wrong. You're not convincing with logic. You're persuading somebody to do something that they already desire to do for their own reasons. So as I think about this, I put together an ask campaign, and it was about how to grow your online business without being confined to a gym or wasting your life away posting on social media and getting likes, follows, and shares that don't work, or something like that. And I recall being that same person. Like at one point in my life, in the college days, like for whatever reason, I felt like the dream was working for GameStop, because I was a shut-in, introverted teenage gamer, and I was like, oh, I have access to all the games at GameStop, and I went in there and like alphabetized the used bin for a few days in a row, because it always gets demolished on a daily basis. And then that's I did that until I was offered a job, so I was there as well. I did it again with my personal training. For the first couple of times, I was like, hey, I mean, I've gotten this result for myself. And there were a few people that charged, but by and large, I just began working a lot for free. And of course, I'm always talking about the, trading time for dollars and stepping out of that as quickly as you can. But as I sat here over the past couple of days putting together this masterclass, this online fitness business boot camp, I decided I was actually going to follow the advice and just go ahead and get a quick win, quick results. And this time, I wasn't going to let looking out and seeing other people's success stop me, because I have this thing where I live so much in the future sometimes, to where I'm off in the distance and I'm looking. I'm like, that's where I want to go. And I'm talking about all this stuff to these people down here who haven't even reached the peak yet. And it's like, you can't help the person that doesn't exist. It's like you can only help the person that's been a previous version of yourself. So instead, whenever I stop and I actually take in and appreciate the moment of where I am right now, and look back at where I come from and have this realization of, it's like, dude, at one point in your life, you were scratching and clawing and begging and pleading and working your tail off to get where you are right now. What were those challenges? What were some of those things? And so I look back, and then things start to work, things start to make sense. I start focusing in on the right things instead of comparing myself to others or waiting on somebody else to give me permission to be me. And that in itself is one of the most basic fundamentals of this game, because you may think, like I certainly did this for a long time. For a couple of years, I tried to create courses in a closet based off of, like, this is what people need. This will change it if they just do that. Blah, 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 blah. Completely wrong. Instead, this time, I'm coming to you guys with an ask. So my ask to you is this. Do you spend untold hours studying the latest and greatest social media techniques and spend all your life either posting on social media or getting ready to post on social media because you don't know what else to do other than to do that and hope somebody wants your coaching or hope somebody uses your promo code? And, I got to be honest, online fitness growth trends have gotten way out of control lately. Like, there's so much information. The tactics change every day. The Facebook algorithm's always changing. Heck, the Facebook ads platform just changed, and I didn't like being there in the first place, and I totally ran away after that. So all these things have gotten control lately, and it really is time to go back and revisit the basics. And that's exactly what I'm doing with the online fitness business boot camp. And you really only have to do two things is my goal for this. I want you to just be able to focus on providing value to your absolute best customers and just understand some simple core human principles, the reason why people do things. And when you focus on that as a trainer, so many things happen. Like your training itself will get better. You're going to have better client retention. And you're going to be able to powerfully impact more people using those stories and case studies. And I want to show you how to pull out all those things and stick to your strengths. And all you have to do is ask your number one question about how to grow your online fitness business and build your online presence without wasting your time on stuff that you know you don't want to do. You want to be the best trainer. You want to be the best coach. You better want to be the best consultant possible, however you identify. And all you got to do to get in is ask your question. And there is a deadline on this, though. August 4th at midnight is whenever I'm closing this off. So if you're seeing this, all you have to do is say you can either click the link, or you can just comment invite, and I will personally send you an invitation to take my masterclass for free, which is super awesome because I'm going to be selling it for $19.97 in the near future. So you're going to want to hop on this now. And that's it, guys. You're one upgrade away. So comment invite if you want me to personally send you an invite, or click the link above and ask a question, hit submit, and you're in. You're going to see another offer, but that's just something for if you're more interested in selling maybe somebody else's products instead of your own. But don't worry about that until you get there. All you got to do is click the link above and ask your question, or comment invite below, and I'll personally send you an invitation to my masterclass. So, peace.